you, he hits you economically. What's happening in Iran? The embargoes are so hard hitting in Iran, now they're starting to retaliate against America now. You see the news lately?
Yeah.
In the last, Trump was about to bomb them and bailed out in the last 10 minutes. So what's happening around the world? You have tension amounting among men like it's prophesied in the gospel, but you also have the Most High stepping in and bringing earthquakes. Let me read it for you real quick. Isaiah 29 verse 6.
Sure. That's all punishment, right?
God controls everything, man.
There's like black magic, witchcraft, and I know they're doing, there's a lot of things that people are doing. You know, like they want to get at you, so they want to step on your picture.
Yeah.
And that's abomination for the God.
I've seen actual witches come out here and try to...
Sometimes that backfires, you know, right?
The Lord said, who the Lord
use revenge against
the Lord says, who the Lord bless, no man curse. Right. You understand? The Spirit of the Lord, he protects us when we're out here. You understand?
You see when you're talking about the Dominicans, that's a long ago? Remember that kid that killed in the Bronx? Like it's all over social media.
Oh, the one that got stabbed?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That's all Dominicans doing this. They got this Trinitario. But
what's happening is
advertising their little songs.
What's happening, the family structure is deteriorating. It's breaking down. You understand? At one time, the Hispanics, they had a great family structure. They still got a so-so family structure. But what's happening with the rap music and the hustle and bustle and trying to make ends meet, it destroys the fabric of the family. You understand? So what happens, though, the good morals go out the door and the wicked morals come in. You understand? At one time, families ate together. They sat down and ate at the table together. They discussed their days. But what happens now, you just get your plate, or you sit on your chair, your son gets his plate, or your daughter, she goes in the bedroom, she gets on social media and Facebook, and what happens is that all the fiber that held you together is destroyed. Read what you got there, brother. Read that.
Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder,
right,
and with earthquakes.
See that? Read it again for him.
Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts.
Come on.
With thunder.
With thunder, because what's happening in these last days? You see a lot of storms. Yeah. You see a lot of storms in the Midwest and down south.
The rain will never go away.
Yeah,
still had rain for 3 months.
Look how long it rains. It rains like every week for 3 to 4 days. You get 1 day of sunshine. You understand? It rained almost the whole week last week, and before the week before that, and guess what? The Lord is he was shortening the days. The days are going real quick, man. It's summertime now. Just about. We're gonna be right back into winter before you blink an eye. The Most High, he controls the weather. He controls the time. He controls the white man. He controls us. He controls everything.
What you were saying before about that gay thing, that religion about the gay thing,
right?
But I'm seeing, you see across the street,
the rainbow.
See, they're advertising this in almost every store.
And they pushing
it. This is like this is more corrupt for us because we don't want to see man with man, woman. I mean, that's in the Bible.
It says so in the Bible.
The lovers of their own selves.
Imagine not sleep with another man as you sleep with a woman.
You know? Right.
And I'm seeing a lot.
But why are they doing that? Because like the same way I gave an example how they weakening the so-called Hispanics and the so-called blacks family structure.
That's systematic oppression.
What's that?
That's systematic oppression.
Oppression?
That's systematic oppression.
Oppression, yeah. It's systematic. Just like you said. Because men ain't supposed to be with no man, and a woman ain't supposed to be with a woman. Right. But they've conditioned us to believe that that's okay. And if you say it's wrong, people will attack you. They will attack you.
Are you a Moor?
No, we're Israelites. What's your nationality? Where were you born? Puerto Rican. So when you read the sign, when you read that sign over there, we're saying that Puerto Ricans and Dominicans are Jews. You're Jews. And Puerto Ricans will never rise above the white man or be equal with the white man or the Chinese, East Indians, or Africans because you're cursed. You're cursed just like us. Look how much love they showed to the other states.
I don't want to be equal to the white man.
So who's a Gentile?
At the end of the day, Muhammad Gandhi wanted to be equal to the white man, so he was a racist.
He's a racist. He's coming out now.
Yeah, he's a racist.
Yep.
At the end of the day, when he was in South Africa, right, he said he didn't want to be equal to what is the word?
I get your point.
Right? He didn't want, you know what I'm saying? And that was that right there. That is a derogatory term to Africans.
Right.
I mean,
but then you have Africans, because we don't claim to be Africans either. Our people fled into Africa and was sold to the so-called white man. You understand? So if you look at me, I don't act like an African. All dark-skinned people are not the same. You know, but prior to that, Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, you already came to what's called the Americans. You understand? So Columbus and his crew, they knew that the real Jews were over in the Americas from reading the Apocrypha. When we read the Apocrypha, it says that the real Jews, you know, that's labeled as Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and Mexicans, would come over to the Americans. You understand? You're the chosen people of God. But a lot of Puerto Ricans today, you think that you're free or the white man loves, not you per se, I'm saying in general, they think that the white man loves them. Or they're going to just live the lifestyle they live in. No.
I don't fuck with white man.
Right, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's beautiful. You understand? Because when you read the Bible, you see Ephraim is one of the main, is the top, really the top tribe of the Hispanics. With the so-called Judites and the so-called Negroes. They're going to band together. Go to get that in Psalms 83, verse 15. So the storm is going to come. You know what the Lord going to do? Check it out. The money you got, or the money we have, He's going to slowly take that money away. Remember that recession we had in 2008? He's going to bring that all over again.
The storm's already here. It's been quiet before the storm.
Right. Check it out. Check this out. Read that. Psalms 83, verse 15.
Psalm 83:15.
Show you.
So persecute them with thy temptations.
Now the Lord, he's mad. The Lord says, so persecute them with thy temptations. Why is the Lord saying that? Who's the them? All your enemies. Like you ask who are the Gentiles? The Gentiles is all the people that's not on that sign there. The so-called white man, Chinese, East Indians, Africans. The Lord said, persecute them with thy storms. Why? Read the second verse.
And make them afraid.
No, read the second verse.
Fill their faces with shame.
Read the second verse.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
See, so you have enemies, and they have lifted up the head. They proud and they speak. You Puerto Ricans just speak your wetbacks, your niggas. Understand? They now speak against you. They have lifted up their head. When the Bible says they have lifted up their head, that means they're proud. You understand? At one time, all nations respected you and even feared you because they knew the Most High was with you. But when we turned our back on the Most High, that's when we lost our power. We lost our power once we turned our back on the Most High. You understand? So that's why the Lord is saying that they have become bold now. Read it again.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Come on.
They have taken crafty counsel.
See, they have what?
Taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel, like you said earlier. How much drugs they're going to give the Puerto Ricans? How much pornography they're going to start feeding the so-called Dominicans and blacks? How they going to give you bad water and bad food? How they going to put Planned Parenthood in those poorest communities that consist of so-called Negroes and Hispanics?
Yeah, that was singing right there.
What's that?
That was singing.
There you go. And she said that we had to eradicate blacks. And said we have too many children. Puerto Rican, you know what the word Ephraim means? Fruitful. Why is the Lord label you fruitful? Because you're known for having lots of children. You're very family oriented. Dominicans too. But Puerto Ricans, you have kids that the white man, he just had to get rid of them. I have an article that said that they have to slow you down because you're having so many children that the white families, they're not having as much children. So they can't have in America with too many Puerto Ricans running around because then you'll take over. Same thing with blacks and Dominicans. You understand? So they have to create diseases and give you bad food and eradicate you.
That's not Spanish. So that right there, those are tribal characteristics. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, when you go into ancient African tribes, they have a lot of kids too. You understand?
Right.
They give birth in crazy numbers too. Right. Those are tribal characteristics. Just like I'm saying, when you want to say Hispanics, right. that comes from the Taino Indian.
Right.
You understand? That's the family. I'm saying the tribe.
Right. But check it out. But when you read that sign, you are part of our tribe. You understand? And the white man fears you having children as well as we having children. When you read the story, are you familiar with the Bible a little bit? When you read the Bible, there's a story about the children of Israel in Egypt. And it said that the Pharaoh and the Egyptians, the more they afflicted the children of Israel, the more they multiply. So the more they give us crack, the more they beat us brutally through the cops, the more they put us in Rikers and Sing Sing and Attica and Elmira, the more we multiply. They can't get rid of us. Because the Lord describes us as what? The sand of the sea. Can you count the sand of the sea? No, you can't count it. You read that right there.
Isaiah 1:10. Hear the word of the Lord, ye rulers of Sodom. Give ear unto the law of our God.
I'm sorry, read 10:26. Isaiah 10:26. The Lord said he describes us as the sand of the sea. You understand? So the white man, he has to find a way to destroy us. At one time, they used to send us to war and have us die on the front line. But that wasn't working quick enough. So they said they had to give us AIDS. And the AIDS came out in the early 80s. When AIDS came out, and it was killing brothers at a phenomenal rate, killing sisters at a phenomenal rate, then that wasn't working. So they said, what? Let's give them crack. And you had the crack epidemic in 85, all the way to the 90s. You know, and then that wasn't working.
It actually happened in the late 1960s with the neutralization of the Black Panther Party.
Right. Even with that, the Black Panther Party, they got rid of that. They started making those stupid movies like Hell Up in Harlem, black exploitation movies. You understand? They should have put pump in that. Then you had Bob Marley coming on the scene. He was singing a lot of conscious music. You understand? So the CIA killed him. That's out now. The guy that killed him was on his deathbed. He admitted he killed him, right? And when they got rid of him, they brought out another Jamaican entertainer called Yellow Man. Yellow Man after that. It's just song about stupidity. So they come up with all types of different methods on how they're gonna kill you.
So what you guys say about this? It says superpower near you.
I'm gonna come to you.
Why you got Malachi's name?
I know.
I'll come right to you in a second. Read that.
Isaiah 10:26. And the Lord of hosts shall stir up a scourge for him according to the slaughter of the Medians at the rock of Oreb.
Anyway, what I was trying to find is that the Lord said we shall be as the sand of the sea when you read the Bible. And we are. We can't be measured or numbered when you read the Bible. You understand? So the white man, he has to come up with plans on how you're going to destroy his concept. Go back to that Psalm 83 verse 15. I'll get that later.
So what it says, like the sand in the sea doesn't perish, right?
No, meaning that we can't be numbered. We can't be numbered. There's so many of us, we can't be numbered or measured. We just keep having children and children because we're the chosen people of the Most High. You understand? So the white man, he can't stop us. He can't kill us. You know, we don't die, we multiply.
You know, trying to cover us with their little army and stuff and whatever, all that.
It's going to escalate.
Insects, all that stuff they said it was like
drugs, poison, bad food, obesity, all of the diseases that they make money off of. You understand? They do that to kill us off, but we don't die, man, because the Most High, he ain't gonna let that happen. He gonna let some of us die, but the Most High ain't gonna let us completely be destroyed. You understand? Yes. Read that real quick. Yeah, man. Check it out, man.
Psalm 83 and 15. So persecute them with thy tempests.
So your enemies, the Lord said, persecute them with thy tempests. The Most High, he controls the storms. He controls them. So when you see these storms down south or abroad, that's the Most High doing that. And the Lord does that when he's mad at you. He persecutes you. Just like over here in Haiti, the Lord, he ain't happy with the Haitians or the Dominicans or the Puerto Ricans. You see, so the Lord, he'll bring storms on those islands. But in America, the Lord ain't happy with the white man too. The white man has done great evils. The Lord is bringing him down too now. Christ is about to come back, a black man. You see? And he's going to deliver us out of captivity.
Yo, I'm telling you, right here, this should be a black nation, America.
That white son, but the white man stole America. You know what happened when we broke God's commandments? The Lord had to punish us. That's what your brothers understand. You want to find out why we going through what we're going through? The Lord had to punish us.
Right here?
What's that?
This entire system that we know as government, right? This entire system was adopted by ancient African tribes. Right? That's why America's a bitch. That's why it's Lady America. Because women run African tribes. The only job of a man in the African tribe is to protect and to bring the tribe. That's it. And bring back the boys.
But that's all I'm trying to tell you. You're not African. This land was dominated at one time by the North American Indians. Seminole Indians. Oh, yeah, your brothers too. Not to say African. Africans are our enemies. Africans are not our brothers. That African right here. Do we look like that? Do we have this spirit?
Yeah, but the problem is that females here all they care about is money. They don't care about your heart no more.
What's that?
Females here, they only care about money, not about the heart.
And I was like, everybody told about. Let me show you this video that I saw. The video I saw was a black man that was trying to talk to a white woman, and she said to him, "I don't like black guys." He came out of the store, he got in a Lamborghini. She was all over him after that.
Okay, but that's the American way now. It's about money. You see? A lot of those are fake videos too, though, to get views and make get some money, monetary views. You
Let
understand?
me ask you a question. Do you think that we came this close of having World War III because of what happened recently with Iran?
It's escalating. It's going to be going there. We're going to go there.
Yeah.
You understand? What's going to happen?
You got this guy Bush with this
What's going to happen? Look up here, man. Look up here. Look up here. It's going to escalate as time go on. You understand? Because when you're starving, you get desperate. You do desperate things. And right now, the whole world sees the white man as the great Satan on this earth. You know
of course.
You understand? But you got a few people. You got a few people that's going to still support him and kiss their ass. Right.
Those are the ones I hate the most.
But guess what? But right now, it's not about money. Give me Proverbs 16:16. Drop everything. It's not about money. It's about finding wisdom right now. Listen, you can have all the money in the world, but if you're stupid and don't have wisdom, you're not going to last long. Look at all the
Who's
people
this guy you got? I've seen in that.
I'll get to that.
Look
Look at all the people that have money right today. Look at all the people that have money right now. You see? Falling apart in jail, dead, on drugs. Look at Robin Williams. Had all that money, drug overdose. Understand? Drug overdose. Hung himself. You understand? Then this guy, what's his name? Bordorian, whatever, the food guy that travels the world and eat different types of food. Killed himself.
Ramsey?
I think that's his name. I forgot his name. You know what I'm talking about?
The chef Ramsey?
No, the one he goes around the world. He eats different foods in different countries.
Well, that's one.
I know who Ramsey. He's still alive, but
Still alive,
but the,
right?